everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's Jay Ajayi's Eagles going up against Melvin Gordon's Chargers.
And Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Ajayi. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now on first down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wentz now on first down. A swing pass caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually complete.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Rivers on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now the rookie from San Diego State, it's Donnell Pumphrey. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. And look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
On first down, Wentz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Elliott now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
An update from Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Case Keenum, an early touchdown pass in that one. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
Ready.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
To throw, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion right comes Allen. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The fullback wide. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Chargers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Throwing Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this one through the uprights and good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From midfield, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers on the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And some strong running. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Rivers on first down. Caught left side, Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rivers now. Open man, it's Allen. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Allen, the man in motion right. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 45 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw, Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
What's tight end? That's like a 4.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Case Keenum, he's put on a clinic thus far. Well over 400 yards through the air in that game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.